What do you see when you hear the word warlock? Is it a man in a dark robe, chanting over a bubbling cauldron in a forgotten ruin? Perhaps you picture a figure of immense power, one who has traded his soul for forbidden knowledge and command over spirits. This image, crafted from centuries of stories, movies, and games, is potent and familiar. It speaks of danger, mystery, and a power outside the rules of our ordinary world. But this dramatic picture is a myth. Behind the myth stands a more complex and human reality. This essay will journey behind the curtain of folklore to explore the true origins of the warlock. The contrast between the myth and the reality is striking. The myth presents us with a character of grand, almost operatic proportions. He is an arch-sorcerer, an ally of demons, or a dark lord in the making. He is often a villain, a cautionary tale, yet the reality is quieter and more mundane. Often they were healers, cunning folk, outcasts, or victims of politics and persecution. Words have power. The word warlock is heavy with a dark and ancient history. To understand its weight, we travel back to the roots of English. The term originates from Old English, from the word werloga. This was not a word for a magician. It meant something far more treacherous. A werloga was an oathbreaker, a traitor, a deceiver, in a world held together by vows. To a king, to a lord, to God. Breaking an oath was a profound sin. It meant you were untrustworthy, a tear in the fabric of social order. This original meaning is the key to the warlock's sinister reputation. When applied to men practicing magic, it was not neutral. It implied he had broken his baptismal vow to God by dealing with spirits, casting spells, seeking knowledge outside the church. He was seen as a spiritual traitor. Early sources, especially 16th century Scotland, used warlock in legal and trial records. The word became a weapon, a legal and theological condemnation. Long before courts defined heresy, folklore gave us the pact maker, Faust, the scholar hungry for knowledge, who bargains with Mephistopheles in exchange for his soul, power, and youth. Magic as forbidden transaction with a terrible price. A second face. Celtic lore's mysterious scholar, Michael Scott, said to learn from spirits, to cleave hills, to ride a demonic horse. Not necessarily evil, powerful, enigmatic, obeying hidden rules. A third origin. The village wise man, healing with herbs, reading omens, protecting livestock. Vital to the community, yet outside church authority, vulnerable. When cures failed, suspicion turned. Craft rebranded as dark magic. Pact maker, otherworldly scholar, and cunning man. This is the warlock's DNA. He could be villain, ambiguous sage, or misunderstood helper. Faustian damnation, Celtic mystery, and the human template for witch hunts. Together, a rich and contradictory tapestry of belief. The warlock is many faces, one enduring idea, a mirror for fear, a vessel for wonder. The image transformed during the late Middle Ages and early modern period as church and later Protestant authorities standardized belief and stamped out the pagan. Folk magic, once ordinary, was reframed as a threat to souls. The cunning man became a sorcerer fueled by demons. Across Europe and colonial America, witch trials surged. Not only women, men too were branded warlocks. In Scotland, Iceland, parts of France, men were frequently tried. Charges blended disputes, politics, and fear of the supernatural. Reclusion, a mark, success, or offending the powerful, could doom a man. Myth, men commanding demons and storms. Reality, tortured confessions, like sinking a king's ship by christening a cat. Confessions echoed interrogators' fears, not facts. Terrified individuals, not master sorcerers, fed the machine of paranoia. Trials enforced orthodoxy, punished nonconformity, and scapegoated plague, famine, war. The evil warlock image was burned into memory, fed by human fear, not hellfire. The concept of a warlock's power has evolved with society. First, practical folk magic, rooted in nature and community. The power of small things, herbs, words, timing, intimate, accessible, immediate. Wisdom handed down, not spectacle. Then, religion and early science reframed it as diabolic high sorcery. The herbalist became a necromancer, raising the dead, summoning storms, shape-shifting. From local practitioner to cosmic threat, a dark inversion of holy miracles. Modern fiction kept the power, shed pure damnation. Now, a learned mage, a lore scholar, or the innately gifted. Power as a system, with rules, costs, limits. Pacts persist, but patrons range from fey to cosmic. A complex figure, anti-hero or tragic, burdened by choice. From earth to theology to narrative gray, power reflects each era's anxieties. In modern pop culture, the warlock thrives. No longer only dread, now multifaceted. He embodies our fears and our fantasies. The bargain endures, power for a price. He can be a hero, an anti-hero, a mentor, a tragic figure. Games let us wield chaotic power, define our patronage. Some tales warn of unbridled ambition, others cast him as protector through knowledge. In an age of instant knowledge, science feels like sorcery, the ultimate shortcut, power without the grind. What price are we willing to pay? From pure evil back to ambiguous wisdom, the circle closes. Feared, yet sought for unique abilities. We see the person beneath, the choices, the knowledge, the liminal life. He is oathbreaker, pact maker, healer, heretic, sorcerer. Keep the magic, hold the history, a legacy of wonder, and a caution against fear.